How's it going? Today is 26th of September, Thursday, and we're gonna be taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find, and we're gonna be taking a look at, and all beginning with taking a look at finances that would be made available. There's many opportunities, so we're gonna be taking a look at just at perhaps two different ones. We're gonna be taking a look at some of those articles and perhaps reflecting on our situation, economic situation in the UK, right? Quickly, most important part that would be to funding opportunities, right? Where people and or businesses can express their interest in taking part. That would be contracts for innovation international real innovation challenge. I haven't taken part with something I have taken a look at this morning, so I thought that would be interesting opportunity when it comes to real services and potentially a lot of improvements. But I haven't read all the terms and conditions. I would highly recommend everyone to read those before taking part in any of that. Other than that, that will be a half of a million of pounds available when it comes to innovation challenges, right? Let's take a look at the next one. The next one that will be Ofgem Strategic Innovation Fund around for Discovery. And again, we're going to be taking a look at 30 million potentially chest or pot or purse. So entire budget that will be 30 million where people and all business can express their interest in. I believe this particular fund, I briefly have taken a look at some of the finances. You might need to have 10% of your own budget, right, or finances coming in, depending on how much finances you would be looking for, as well as there are four challenges in this discovery phase that would be faster network development, greater heat flexibility, embedding resilience, accelerating towards net zero energy networks. So potentially, this fund would be taking a look at those four challenges, and if you are interested, again, just before taking part, read all the terms and conditions, as well as you might need to have your challenge or project to address one of the challenge categories, right? From there, let's progress and let's take a look at some of the press releases, right? Let's try to understand where current UK's economy is, in particular after Brexit, right? And when it comes to investments made into UK, right? I haven't read this article, by the way, so it's some work that was published some time ago. So that will be impact of Brexit on foreign investment into UK. Roughly speaking, foreign investment most likely have dropped by 25% when it comes to improving products and services by external capital, right? Most likely, but that's coming into this. As of now, I haven't read it, so let's try to understand what it's all about. First, let's take a look at disclaimer, just so everyone will understand that some of the data as well as views of the people presenting this work, all this kind of thing. So that's a disclaimer from there. Very brief, since I haven't read it. I'm just looking to understand or confirm if it's actually if the numbers actually 25% or so dropped in investment, right? I'll be sharing the entire work, but that's the data I'm looking for, right? But just to confirm it, not necessarily we would have enough time in 10 minutes to take a look at all this data, right? So, if anything, we can touch just on one point, right? Assessing the impact of lower foreign direct investment on income is complex. We use existing macroeconomic estimates of how foreign direct investment affects growth combined with the very conservative estimates of the impact of Brexit. A 22% fall in foreign direct investment over the next decade. We calculate that the Brexit induces fall in foreign direct investment could cause a 3.4% decline in real income, about 2.2 thousand of GDP per household. Potentially that would be an impact, right, of UK doing its own thing, I guess. But that would be people who voted Well, anyway, so that's just rough numbers. Some estimates would go higher to 25 or so percent. Some estimates would be taking a look at 22, but either way, and as well as those numbers are constantly moving, right? That would be article that was published yesterday. That would be Prime Minister tells U.S. investors Britain is open for businesses. If UK or Britain would decide to move away from Europe and closer to United States, and perhaps that will be a different direction, right? SC secures major 10 billion deal to drive growth and create jobs. A major 10 billion investment which will create thousands of jobs in northeast of England has been announced by the Prime Minister New York today. So it's something that was announced yesterday, right? Major US company that let's do the progress without the names, so yeah, has confirmed a 10 billion investment in northeast of England to create one of the largest artificial intelligence data centers in Europe. Move will create 4,000 jobs for British people and benefit the local communities in this is the name of the location. Prime Minister continues his international drive to boost UK's reputation in the global stage, right? Look, new opportunities to drive growth in homes and improve lives of British people, right? So that's the overall article. I think we have covered everything. They might go a little bit more into detail of breaking down what and where and everything's happening. But anyway, let's do it differently, right? So since there would be value and economic drop, would perhaps would someone's trouble. Perhaps a lot of US companies can buy out UK's companies, and it's something that's been addressed with one of those books up there. So perhaps we can take a look at the book and people who are risk averse. They might be interested in understanding in a broader prospection, I guess, on views of what then US companies would buy out UK's companies, what it would lead to, right? That would be one of those books that was something that I haven't read yet. That would be Vessel State, How American Runs Britain, right? So potentially if UK would move away from Europe and closer to US, just perhaps a lot of people might be considering bracing themselves for impact, right? I guess. I don't know. And as well as there's for people who are interested, there's a 1 hour podcast if they would like to understand what this book would be about and if you would like to read this book, right? I guess we're doing a little bit of promotion, right? So it's something different. This particular video might be slightly different compared to other videos, right? Thanks for watching. See you next one.